You commenced at the SANFL on the 26th of February 1990. And your first game that I had written down was Safford. You didn't do Division 1 reserves, you did Division 1. Remember Safford in those days? Henley versus Flinders Park. Some of your time trials at Football Park for 4K were 13:47, 13:27, and the last two at OSF, Olympic Sports Field, 12:45, 12:38, compared to Matthew and Randall, near identical times. So that's where it all started, I thought, from where you'd come from the first season, and then of course what you did in the pre-season, ready for those time trials. So Darren, if you were a footballer and we were in the highest esteems as far as football was concerned, I know for a fact that you'd be in a statue on the outskirts of this oval. And I think that's the ultimate that you can possibly do in umpiring in this country. So well done.
Any man who pours water on his wheat bix is a little bit too dedicated for me. But his house used to be like a wall of cereal. Like seriously, I don't know whether wheat bix was on sale one day and he bought the whole shop. But you walk into his house, seriously, and on the top shelf there would just be tons of cereal. So for any budding athlete, I think cereal is the way to go. If you're looking for some success, but being dedicated. Well, I think Darren's an example of what dedication is, because you can't have sustained success over a period of time without being dedicated to the cause. And I think that's one of Darren's one of his strong traits, and one of the reasons why he's had that success is his commitment, that dedication, his little sabbatical as such, and or his gap year maybe. And I really wish that skin folds existed back in 1996, because let's just say he came back a bit puffy. And there's a lot of people here in the room that might remember when Darren came back. Wasn't in the greatest shape.
Speak to me.
Chrissy would have still taken his skin fold.
I don't know, like the milestones are one thing, and you know, don't get me wrong, I bust my ass to try and get all those things, and I'm very proud of them. But at the end of the day, as Tommy said so eloquently, like it's the relationships that have been built, and it's the friendships and the bonds and all those things that I'll take away, that they mean more than anything else that ever happened. And it was going to come to an end. It had to come to an end. And last night, running with the best guys that I've ever run with, well, you weren't there, but you would have been there. Like, that was just such a fitting way to do it. The two teams that I did the first grand final with, that obviously, and I remember walking out the MCG that day. That was why I called it my Olympic gold medal. It was the highest thing that I could achieve, obviously, in the sport. And I remember doing the warm-up lap, and I started crying because I just looked around and I saw, and tears welled up again on Thursday night, and it felt right. It felt right, and a lot of people said, "Oh, you probably could have gone on, you could have done a bit longer." But you know what? I've had my time now, and I really want someone else to have the same opportunities that I've had.